Hi guys, Jason Whistler here with Ninja Success, and today what I wanted to share with you is thinking about this idea of patience. Okay? And so everybody, I believe, would agree or has heard at least that patience is a virtue and that we should all practice being more patient. And while I certainly see a lot of value in that, modern society, the current lifestyle where we're always go, 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 get it faster, 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 slowing down and giving ourselves the space and the time to be more patient and experience that is certainly beneficial. There's another side to patience. Okay? It is the proverbial double-edged sword. It does great and wonderful things for us if we use it correctly, and if used incorrectly, too much or too little, then negative effects can happen. So I think everybody's familiar with too little, right? Always in a rush, always gotta have it now, frustrated, angry, agitated, just because things aren't happening fast enough, road rage, all kinds of effects happen. And if you're alive and on the earth and an adult, you've experienced them. And even probably if you're a kid and even slightly aware of your own consciousness, you've probably experienced it. Now, too much patience is one that I think a lot of people neglect to recognize. And that is the people that they're not sure yet, they're still waiting for an answer, they're not 100% confident that the answer, the information they have is the right information yet, so they're going to hold out a little longer and see if maybe a better answer comes along or a different information or something. So they will wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. Now, in my own case, too much patience and too little patience can be seen at the same place. I'm a frequent customer of Starbucks, and I practice a lot of calm, patient action. So I see people frequently frustrated, standing around, where's their coffee, where's their coffee, where's their coffee? As soon as they get it, boom, out the door they go. On the other side, I've, to myself and to other people, have either placed an order or needed something, and all right, well, they'll call me when it's ready, and so we get hanging out, we're waiting, and once in a while we peer up and see, all right, well, no, I didn't not hear them. Didn't get so wrapped up in my conversation that I missed it. It's just not there yet. So after a little while, then it's like, what's going on? This is a lot longer than normal. Wait a little longer. And eventually it's, you know what, this has become silly. I should probably go up and ask. All right? And that's where, the people behind the counter go, oh, really? Oops, let's go find out what happened. And go, did the cup get misplaced? Did the label not ever come out? I had one instance where the machine ran out of labels for their cups, right? So when that happens, it thought it printed something, but no label came out. And then once they loaded it, it's picked up where it left off, and the label never came out, so the people filling the orders never even knew it happened. So the advice there was, wow, you shouldn't have waited so long. Please, tell us, don't wait longer than like 5 minutes. It should be up. So this is pretty minimal on the side effects. Nothing bad, of course, happens if you wait a little bit too long for your coffee. But what happens if the same thing is going on in our life? What happens if we're so wrapped up in not taking opportunities because, well, maybe this isn't the right one yet. I'm just going to wait. I'm sure the right one will come along. If I'm just patient, I'll know. The right one's coming. The right person will come into my life, the right business opportunity, the right teacher, the right opportunity to go do something, the right timing, the perfect time to go do something, when I'm ready, all the planets are in alignment, and, somebody else has volunteered to, give me a full ride scholarship, and the teacher is begging me to come join their class all at the same time. Not going to happen. And in the process of waiting for that perfect moment, we can miss many, many, many really good opportunities. So, there's this fine line. And the challenge then is to practice patience, but not so much patience that we never take action. So, I'm almost tempted to say it's not really patience at all at that point. It is practicing knowing, practicing being aware of or developing that awareness of the right moment to act. When to act and when not to act, and when to allow, the world and what's going on around us affect us. So usually the people that need more patience actually just need to learn to not be so easily impacted or affected, not to let emotion and frustration and anger just run wild because of something relatively minor. And the people with too much patience need to learn that you can take opportunities as they come up and still be available for other opportunities that come up if those other opportunities are better. By all means. If you take one and then, 2 weeks later another something comes up, maybe you can't do them both at the same time. So maybe you look at, well, is this one the right one? Is this one better than this one? Should I change gears? Should I look to see when this come back around again? What can we do? How can we work with it? And so you start to develop some more options and some more ways of working with your life, some more ways to build in opportunity, and also working on ways to not be so triggered to react to things. Working both of those facets at the same time creates the best possible reaction. Now, for a more harsh, decisive way to practice this, it's actually built into the martial art that I've trained in, and I've come to think of it more as truly a test of, it's a test of awareness, it's a test of patience, and it's a test of ability to act in the absolute right moment. Any other moment is wrong. Period. That's the 5th degree black belt test in the Bujinkan in ninjutsu. So I went to Japan, take this test, and it's a very, very simple test on the surface. You sit on the floor, similar to what I'm doing now, feet tucked underneath you, sort of a meditative position, and somebody stands behind you with a bamboo training weapon, a shinai. Some people would call it a kendo stick. They hurt a lot when you get hit with them, so don't be confused by the fact that, it's a training weapon made out of bamboo. No, they're fairly stiff, and when you're taking a direct shot to the noggin or the shoulder or other part of your body, they're going to leave a mark. So, somebody behind you, or in my case, somebody behind me, with a shinai this way, looking down on my seated person. I can't see them. The only thing, if my eyes are open, the only thing I can see are the people out around me that are watching to see whether or not I get nailed in the head. And they're also looking to see if I'm patient enough to wait for the right moment, and if I take the opportunity, the initiative, to move and actually get out of the space at the right moment. Because once the test starts, there's a little tiny dink on your head, and then they go to position. Somewhere, any amount of time after that. Could be 5 seconds, could be 30 seconds, could be a minute. They're going to cut to the floor, meaning whack, right through my noggin, right down through the center of my chest. That's their goal. Minimum I've seen anybody cut through on that test is to just below shoulder level. So you have to get your entire body, head, shoulders clear of that at the right moment. Otherwise, nope, try again. If you get nailed, clearly you're too patient, you're ignoring things, or you're just not aware of what's going on around you. And if you're fidgety and anxious and not waiting for the right moment, not waiting for the strong signal that now is the time to go, you're just going to be flinching and jumping all over the place. And your teacher and the head of lineage and the person behind you are going to tell you, settle, relax, wait. Just let it happen. Wait. So that's kind of an extreme test. You've got in a blink of an eye to make a decision and get out of that position. And the decision is this the right moment? But not being overly aggressive and how about now? How about now? How about now? How about now? Because you're going to miss it. You get nailed. And not, I'm just going to wait until I'm going to wait until I can hear it whistling through the air. By that point in time, oh yeah, you're pretty sure it's time to move, but you can't get out of the space in time. So, thankfully, I did pass that on my first test, my first try, when I was in Japan many, many years ago now. It is incredibly stress-inducing. The physiological stress and endorphin dump afterward is not pleasurable, but the experience nonetheless is incredibly valuable. And it took me, 10 years of martial arts training and working with my teachers and developing that knowledge of, when a punch or a kick is flying at you, can you wait longer? When is too late? When is too early? Things like that. To get to a point where somebody standing behind me could do that, and I could function in that test. So, not something to shoot for today. Maybe if you're interested in martial arts and you really want to go that path, that's something to look into. But as a whole life picture, to bring it back around, if we can develop that degree of willingness to be okay with waiting for the right moment and being willing to act immediately and decisively in the moment when an opportunity shows up, that we can go. That's the optimal point. So that's it. I hope you have fun practicing a little bit of patience, not getting triggered, not getting angry, and also practicing that decisive action taking so that patience doesn't turn into just a prolonged never taking action excuse. All right, so that's it. Enjoy, and remember, as always, success ninjas, never quit, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.